That was a bit of acupressure, clapping your hand, energizing the whole body. You see, you got a couple of minutes to go. We'll start the class. We have some good news regarding COVID-19 as well. Hopefully we have a right solution for it so we can move around easier.
What's the good news?
I'll tell them all together. Just a couple of minutes, wait.
Okay.
जितना खाना भूख लगता है ना, जितना देर रुकेंगे उतना खाना अच्छा लगेगा स्वास्थ्य.
Oh.
Coming soon.
All right.
41 છે. 41 નીચે લખી છે.
Are we going till 6:30?
6:30 then question answer कर देंगे फिर.
Okay. ठीक है.
ओम टू सुनील जी आ गए, शीतल बहन आ गए, रजनीकांत, डॉक्टर सरकार, सुधा जी, दक्षा जी, सब आते गए. Just one more minute to go. किसी ने फूड मिक्सर चलाया लगता है.
From this thing here, as well. Me, I want to be. I'm not going to. Chat to show you.
Unmute everybody now. Yeah. Yes. Om everybody. Welcome to yoga session to promote PYPT. There was a good news came out yesterday. They were doing a lot of research how to fight the COVID-19 simply. So what they found, nitric oxide, they're producing a nitric oxide nasal spray. They already start manufacturing it in Canada, UK, Israel, and a few other countries. They have found so far, they've tested on 7,000 people, 99% effective against COVID-19 within 24 hours. It's a nasal spray you carry with you at all time. once you are infected or once you are in the group of people where you might think you might be infected, you spray into your nasal passage, which kills the virus. Because virus need to go through the nasal passage into your lung. It takes a couple of days to go through. So that's when we can kill the virus, and it does that. So what they find was 70% they can kill the virus with this. So really, and for the last 6 months, we've been doing exercise, how to increase nitric oxide naturally. Until this thing is proven, they've only done 2 stages of testing. Final stage is still waiting, but Israel has already given an emergency okay to use the nitric oxide as a spray can. You put it in your purse, you just spray into nose when you go out in the community and you're off. Just like sanitizing, washing your hand when you come back in. So every time you go out, you come back in, you spray couple of spray in the nose, that kills the virus. That's what they're finding, but there's still a 3rd stage of research to be done. So, but same time, while we're waiting, we can produce nitric oxide ourselves with certain exercise, certain activating the vagus nerve and certain things. We've been doing that already for the last 3 months, 4 months. But we want to focus more on that to naturally heal yourself. Nitric oxide is actually a gas that is actually produced and stored within the lining of your blood vessel walls. It's a natural process which helps to smooth, relaxes the muscle. So when we actually release it from the inside the cell of the blood vessel wall, unleashed onto the circulation, so it relaxes the blood vessel wall, that will lower your blood pressure as well. Also, it helps to make the blood from being too sticky. The blood will flow a lot more smoothly inside the blood vessel and also helps to lose weight as well. Nitric oxide is a free radical. Actually kills cancer cell as well. They use nitric oxide in the treatment for mouth cancer successfully. They've done that many times already. So it's not something new, I'm telling you. So nitric oxide relaxes the vessel and keeps them flexible, allowing them to dilate, boosting the blood flow and helping to control blood pressure. It also is very anti-inflammatory effect, helps in prevent platelet and white blood cells from sticking to the surface of blood vessel, thus reducing risk of plaque development. As we age, we stop absorbing nitric oxide less and less, which leads to hypertension, inflammation in blood vessel, plaque buildup. That is the cardiovascular disease. So nitric oxide helps to increase the blood flow, gives you healthy blood pressure, increase energy level, improve athletic performance, and healthy brain function. There's a simple way to increase your blood pressure or increase your nitric oxide. Take morning empty stomach beetroot juice if you're not diabetes. Take a shot of beetroot juice, a small amount, like a medicine, which helps to dilate the blood vessel and helps to increase the nitric oxide in the certain food producing nitric oxide. Foods like garlic, beetroot, dark chocolate, leafy greens, citrus fruit, pomegranate, all the nuts and seeds, sunflower seed, pumpkin seed, and so on. Watermelon, all these are healthy part of to produce nitric oxide. And also red wine produces nitric oxide as well, but also gives you cancer. So you have to make a decision. Do you want to drink red wine or don't drink red wine? Choice is yours, you make it. And another thing is, a lot of people use mouthwash in the morning. No. Mouthwash kills many types of bacteria in your mouth, including the one which helps to produce nitric oxide. This limits your body's ability to produce nitric oxide, so which can lead to high blood pressure, diabetes, and obviously to able to fight COVID-19. So really use the tongue cleaner, which is much better than using the mouthwash. So 3 things I told you should do daily. One is to take, if you don't have diabetes, beetroot juice, a small amount like a medicine to produce nitric oxide, which will help to dilate your blood pressure and also able to fight the COVID-19. Other one also to reduce your blood pressure as well, which will help that as well, is squeeze palm of your hand, a tennis ball, a towel, or even your handcuff, either side, right hand or left hand. But pressing it, you reduce your blood pressure as well. And also try to walk 10,000 steps every day. That itself will lower your blood pressure as well and activate the parasympathetic nerve system, which helps to dilate the blood vessel. And this will last for 24 hours. So if you do 10,000 steps, that itself will help you to promote health. And fourth is obviously, we can do that today anyway, breathing exercises. As you breathe in, usually you breathe in to count of 4, hold it for 2 seconds, and breathe out to count of 6. That's what activates the parasympathetic nerve system to relax the body as well. And eating certain food, I said to you, garlic, banana, berries, natural yogurt, cinnamon, fermented food, all these helps to create nitric oxide as well, radius, lettuce, and so on. Now, simple thing. We all chant Om all the time. What they find, I saw it, one of the TV channel, one of the video through the USA, a lady was chanting, was trying people to chant not Om, trying to say to activate the nitric oxide and also activate the vagus nerve. You chant, open your mouth, ah, like deep from the throat to activate your throat, thyroid gland, ah. And then second one was make your mouth, oh, oh. And third one, close your mouth, I said to myself, in our Swamiji teaching of yoga, we do that daily anyway, which is if you join them all together, it makes a sound of Om. It's a universal sound. It's a cosmic sound, gives your body the energy. The vibration itself creates the nitric oxide and activates the vagus nerve as well. Very important. What is the vagus nerve? A lot of people might know, a lot might not know. I didn't know before either. 6 months ago, I didn't know. If somebody asked me vagus nerve, I said, what the heck is that? I had no clue at all. I'm not a medical person, but I'm a civil engineer. I'm a plumber. When I go to the bottom of something, I do enough investigation to find the right solution. So vagus nerve is a nerve system. It's one of the longest nerve systems in the body. It goes from the crown chakra from here to the base, all the way down. And through that, you can improve overall health. Your heart, your lung, your liver, gallbladder, connected to all the different organs, down to kidney, your uterus for female, prostate for gents, and sexual organ, everything else. So really, also, when you activate the vagus nerve, you activate the parasympathetic nerve system, which controls your heart, your lung, your digestive tract, and so on. And really, vagus nerve is very good by breathing for relaxation, and reduce anxiety and better mental health. Vagus nerve is connected to your vocal cord and the muscle at the back of your throat. Singing, humming, chanting, gargling, you put water gargling, all this activates the vagus nerve. So really, you've been sitting listening to me quite patiently. Let's activate the vagus nerve and the nitric oxide to the sound of Om by putting a Gyan Mudra. Your back is straight, eyes closed, with open mouth. First, ah, o, And for last time, if you're done with the full conviction, you'll feel lightheaded already. You've managed to activate your biggest nerve, and also you produce nitric oxide in nasal passage. The whole body, whole face becomes kind of lightheaded. That's what it does. Some people do 11 times. No harm in it. It always can give you benefit from it. So vagus nerve is very important. You can activate in different ways, vagus nerve. One of the simplest exercise, I've been doing it since I met Swamiji since 2006. Used to fill my mouth with water every night when went to bed, and hold the cold tap, very cold water tap, and throw 10 times water over my face. Just by making the face cold, you activate the vagus nerve. That itself makes you relax so you can fall asleep easier. Activate the parasympathetic nerve system. And also very good for eyesight and certain things. And also, I've been doing it for a long time. When I go for shower, I have a hot shower, cold shower, hot shower, cold shower, hot shower, and then finish with a cold shower, ice cold water. That itself activate the whole vagus nerve and promote overall health. All these things, I was doing it, but now I know why I'm doing it. I learned the science of through the vagus nerve, where I'm activating the vagus nerve directly or indirectly and promoting my own health. Very important. Cold shower is very important. Even walking in the cold weather outside with very little clothing to give you that cold activates it. Other one is singing, humming, chanting. All these will activate your vagus nerve as well. Meditation, exercise, massage, laughing a lot, and obviously the breathing will activate it. And Om is one of the best ways to chant to activate the vagus nerve. Simple and thing. Other one is the bumblebee. Once in Swamiji teaching, we do the Brahmari, but problem is Brahmari, we're trying to put the tongue to the top. So we're trying to send the energy to the crown chakra to activate the crown chakra. You still get some nitric oxide produced in your nasal passage as well, but I like to do it separately on its own. Put your palm of your hand there on the eardrum, close it like that, so you can't hear any sound at all from outside. And then close your eyes, close your mouth, and take a deep breath and chant bumblebee for 3 times. So what I would like you to do, whenever you go out for something, for shopping, when you come back in, you wash your hand, wash all the hard surface, and sit down and do this humming sign. That will produce a nitric oxide in your nasal passage, and hopefully it will kill the virus. So even if you caught the virus, you won't have any effect of it. So simple, doesn't cost a penny. It's all there. You have it. Just a matter of activating those nitric oxide in your nasal passage. This will be able to do that for you. Just by covering, you can hear the humming noise in your ear. But closing it also is very good for eardrum. People have bell ringing in the ears. you can't hear properly, this will improve everything just by doing that. Very important. But if you have a hearing problem, then you take in the back and you slap it. And then you clap.
Somebody's asking, they're afraid of cold shower. They're afraid of cold shower. They think they'll get cold.
जो डर गया वो मर गया. एक बार हिम्मत जुटाना पड़ता है. हम भी शुरू में गए तो एक बार माँ बाप सब याद आ गया था. नानी याद आ गई थी, पर अब आदत पड़ गई है लात खाने की, इसलिए दिक्कत नहीं होता है. I know the benefit. Once you know the benefit, then you have to go through the phase slowly. But yes, Govindji.
During the Brahmari, you said that the tongue should be on the top.
Yeah. But this is not Brahmari. This is I'm trying to focus on the nasal passage. I don't want the energy to go there. I want to go to energy to go to a nasal passage.
Yeah. So
that's why if you put the Khichdi Mudra, then the energy goes to the top, not to the nasal passage.
It's called what? Khichdi Mudra.
No, Khichdi Mudra.
Khichdi Mudra.
Yeah, Khichdi Mudra. That's why I'm doing it this way. So energy just stays around the face, around there. Then go to the top.
Khichdi Mudra, you hold your tongue at the back, then you do this.
Yeah, that's it. That's the difference. I'll go into that again, no problem.
Thank you very much.
That's that now. Now let's do some exercise to activate the vagus nerve and to release the nitric oxide, both together, the both kind of intertwining. Also, I want to make your shoulder stronger. That will open up your lung so you can breathe properly as well. And also through acupressure, I'm going to show you how to, there's just 6 channel on either side. And one in the middle goes from governor vessel, and one from the convection vessel from the back passage all the way to the middle. There's 12 different channels. This energy channel needs to be free. If there are any blockage, it will create a health issue. Very important. So really you have to clear the whole channel properly. If you don't, you have a problem. So we can work on it. So let's look at the exercise. First one is we're going to do is to activate the vagus nerve will be work on anti-aging, glow, and double chin. Work on 5 things. Increases your blood flow to your face. The face starts to glow. Balances your hormone, so you won't get any pimples, acne, and so on. Tone off your muscle, so you will not get wrinkles in your face. And also produce more oily substance, which will keep your face shiny and prevent dryness. So you get a natural glow on your face. So let's start. First one is you blow your mouth like a Hanumanji. And hold it for 10 seconds. And relax. Once more. And relax. Next, you blow one side and throw from one side to other side. This will activate the vagus nerve, and also in process activates the parasympathetic nerve system, which activates the nitric oxide as well. So it's like a double whammy benefit. Next, you blow the upper lip and the lower lip. Everything done, hold for 10 seconds and relax and do it once more. And relax. Next, open your mouth like O, you breathe out and breathe in. Next, you suck your lips and your cheek all inside. And relax. Once more. And relax. Next, you're going to stretch the double chin one. As you breathe in, you go up. And you take it up, bottom lips goes to upper one. So you're stretching the double chin action. And down. Then turn right. The same thing. And turn left. Repeat doubles more. And relax. And all these exercises are very good for people with sleep apnea, also snoring, and female with thyroid problem. Fix the thyroid. Other one is take your tongue out, try to touch your nose with it, stretch your tongue as much as possible. Then bring it down, and then you stretch your leg and turn the tongue left or right. Simple. That activates very good for sleep apnea. Next, you take tongue out and take off. That makes it stretching the double chin action. And next, you put your tongue out, in, out, in. And relax. So all these, because vagus nerve and also parasympathetic nerve system sits in the tongue, very active. That's all these exercise helps to relax the whole body down, and your blood pressure goes down as well. Very important. Last night, I took my blood pressure, which is slightly on the high side. Then I did the nitric oxide exercise, which I'm going to do just now. And my blood pressure went down, everything, top one and the bottom went down about 5 units each. So that's how it works. I've tried on myself many times. Every time it does that, it does what it does. So nitric oxide helps to reduce blood pressure as well, apart from killing COVID-19 infection as well, which is the biggest thing. If it's proven well, that this is the best thing can happen to our system. Then you can freely move around as long as you use so you have to carry your nasal spray, nitric oxide in your purse or in your wallet all the time. So whenever you go out, you just spray it in there in nasal passes.
You just attach it to the phone. Attach it to your phone.
Or they'll make a trouser with a pocket where you put the nasal passes in there, like a B kind of size, like a belt. Or in the belt, when you put the belt on, there might be a B pouch where you can put the nasal spray into that kind of part of a design. I'm sure somebody will come up with that.
Yeah.
Now let's look at that, how to uplift your chest to improve your lung function and make your shoulders more posture like this. That itself activates the vagus nerve and also create more nitric oxide there. So really, first what we do is put your hand on the side, take up and down, 20 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, 20, and relax. Next, with your both hands there, you can pull out like that. That will make your shoulder stronger. And hold it for 10 seconds. And relax. Once more. And for last time. Next, with your both hands together, press against each other. Hold it for 10 seconds. Breathing in and out. Next, bring it there. You go up and down. You'll find your hand will get sore because you're making your muscle stronger, shoulder stronger. Next, just shake your hand if it's sore slightly. Next, put your hand parallel to each other. And be breathing in and out. All these exercises, make sure you're breathing in and out. That will like a scissor movement. If you do it with a smile, you can double the benefit. And relax. Your hand will be sore. That's what the purpose of that is. Next, put your hand there, touch it there. Then do the reverse. Then behind the hand, behind the back, you're going to touch like finger like this 20 times. If you can't put your hand in the back, then do in the front, no problem. And relax. Well done. Excellent. Next, we're going to do
creating a lot of pain.
Huh?
You're creating a lot of pain.
No pain, no gain. Dard ho raha hai, iske mein fayda ho raha hai. Something is working. I found when I started this exercise, 2 days I had a very sore muscle all the time. Now it's gone. Now it's not there. So you have to keep doing it daily. That's what I'm doing every night and morning, every time, twice a day. I can feel the difference to my kind of shoulder. My chest is much kind of forward. Posture is much correct your posture as well, which helps to activate your vagus nerve and help to produce more nitric oxide. Indirectly and directly, they all help you to do that easily, better. Now you've done that, next put your both hands there, make it tight first, turn the right. The reverse. And relax. Next one, put both hands. Roll slowly like. Then to the reverse. And relax. Last but not least, put your both hands behind your back and put your shoulder forward like this. Hold it for 10 seconds. And relax. Once more. So really, next exercise is a very important one. This one, the nitric oxide is created in the body naturally. But you still have to eat certain food, a certain way to increase the nitric oxide. But the certain exercise, more you use the nitric oxide, more it creates. So really you have to do certain exercises, 4 different exercises. You have to do 20 short of each and 3 sessions. So whenever you go out, when you come back in, do Brahmari and do Om for 11 times, do Brahmari for 4 to 5 times, and then do this 4 exercise. I can guarantee you'll create enough nitric oxide to fight the infection. So let me stand up if you can. It's a simple exercise. If you're done sitting in the chair as well, no problem. Put your hand on the side, like a dead man, nothing, just guy, hand goes up and down. And the last thing, nice. Next, dead man walk. Everything still, just with the hand. And relax. Next is the star jump, like a dead man star jump. Nothing moves apart from your hand. And relax. Last but not the least, it's like the shoulder press up with both hands there, and you go up, you breathe in. And relax. So that was the complete exercise to activate the nitric oxide. The important one is Omkar, Om sign, Brahme, and these 4 exercises. This will produce enough nitric oxide to fight the infection, hopefully. And hopefully later on, you will have the nitric oxide spray will come out, which will help you to do that anyway.
Sarvanji, take a deep breath.
Huh?
Take a deep breath. I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
What is the difference or connection of vagus nerve and polyvagal nerve? Only if you know.
I don't know that. That's something.
Okay, that's
I know
fine.
about the vagus nerve. I've done enough research on it. But that might be side branch of that probably. I don't know.
Okay.
I can investigate and come back next time. No problem.
Okay.
You're trying to catch me out. God, I'm not a doctor. I'm just a plumber. I can only clear the blockage. That's all I can do. Wherever the blockage is. Okay, no problem.
Carry on.
Well, good question. Good question. That make me learn more things about the body.
Your students are very well aware.
I know that.
Yes, Sarwanji.
Huh?
Yes, Sarwanji, I asked that question. It's Anila. I asked that question because you seem to know so much about the vagus nerve. I didn't know all these things about vagus nerve. You know so much, so I thought maybe I'll ask you about the polyvagal. Thank you.
No, thank you. No, what I'm saying is, I said to you, anything I want to learn, I go into deeper into it. So obviously, what you ask me, I will do some research and increase my knowledge on that as well. No problem. I'm still young. I'm going to live to 100, so I've got plenty of time to learn more about the body.
What was the question?
Huh?
What was the question? I didn't follow. Vagus nerve and what else?
They wanted to know about some.
Polyvagal
I think
nerve.
you keep the question answer to the end, might be. Otherwise, you get mixed up problems.
Okay, we carry on.
Otherwise, we lose the plot somehow, you know, kind of idea. Okay. Next, I said to you, you have 6 meridian on either side, energy channel. Medical science don't believe in that. But in Ayurvedic or in naturopathy, they believe there's energy channel where the energy flows freely, then your body is healthy. If there's a blockage in energy channel, that creates health issue. That's why when you have heart attack, your left hand seizures. Your left hand heart meridian comes from back of the nail, comes across there, into that, in there, into the heart. The lung meridian comes from back of the thumb, comes across there, and there as well. So really, so we have to exercise, expand the lung to improve overall health, because COVID-19 hits the lung capacity. We're working today on the COVID-19, how to improve your health. So your lung need to be healthier. So I want to do some exercise to open up the lung meridian. Put your hand on the side. As you go up, you breathe in. Hold the beach ball in your hand and breathing back, breathing in and out, go backward, forward. And come down. Once more. And come down. Next, put your both hands like this and shake across. That will activate the lung meridian there, which finishes off. And then palm of the hand facing each other. Make it quite tight, stretch, and go backward. And come back. Next, turn your hand upside down, back of the palm facing each other. Do the same thing. And then rubbing hand like this. This also activates the lung meridian. We've done this before as well. Some of the things you have done it before, but this is the package for opening up the lung meridian. And same thing with this one as well. The reverse. And one of the important things acupressure-wise is one of the best way. Acupressure is based on concept of life energy, again, about the meridian, which flows through the meridian in the body. Any blockage, disruption in the flow energy causes diseases. So lung meridian need to be opened up. For that, lung point is here, where you hold your hand, just there. So tap it for 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Second point is forefinger above the right side of the thumb. Just here. Let me just put the me on the maximum. I can see it better. Just there, forefinger across here. Press it and do this. And do the same thing opposite hand.
You needed to watch live match. Why didn't you?
Keep pressing it hard.
Are you pressing in the middle?
No, side, on the side. That's where the lung point
The
is.
side of the wrist.
Yeah, side of the wrist, near the thumb side, where the thumb point is.
The thumb side of the wrist.
Yeah, that's where the lung meridian goes through. Forefinger down.
Okay.
And also, other one is the one index finger and the thumb meets that point there. This is a large intestine, 0.7. You press it there. Very good for any pain, but also very good for lung meridian, both sides. Last but not the least, the liver point, where your toes and your next finger meets. Just open this up. Where the two meets there, just pressing it there itself. You activate the liver. Do that in both legs. And also on right hand, your heart line is the liver level line. Liver and gallbladder. Pressing those points as well will help. That's the fourth thing you press for the liver thing. Other one is
You said liver and gallbladder, both together.
no, liver separate, both hands. That's it. Liver there, one in the hand, right hand.
Yeah, and you said
And the
gallbladder.
feet and the toes, both toes.
But did you say gallbladder as well?
No, the gallbladder is below. You can press the gallbladder as well. We don't need that's
below.
That's not important for that lung, just the liver.
Okay.
Liver affects everything. It's like a chemical factory. So you need to press the liver to energize the open of the lung. Next is my forefinger together, middle of the thymus gland. Press your hand and breathe in and out for 10 times. This helps to activate the release your anxiety and stress. That is able to promote health. Very important. Other one is acupressure point is how to activate the pituitary gland, which is very important. Hey, what is my pen? You can do it if you don't have the electric pen. You can do it with the hand, just pressing the thumb and press it like this. Nail and the front of the nail, both. For 20 times. That will activate the pituitary gland. And then you press around the side of the nail like that. Very hard. It's quite painful if you do it hard enough.
Is it both thumbs?
Both thumbs, yes.
Good.
Prabhuji does come with a good question, good answer. So good question. I mean.
No, I'll
Thank
give you answer.
No, if you don't ask something, people presume something, you know. No harm in asking. That's what I'm
They're
saying.
not poor.
So this is very important. Last is also to release anxiety. As I said to you, one of the things is you put your index finger and the middle finger and the middle where the ear joins up and the top maximum high point and the forefinger there. That itself will release anxiety, stress, and so on, and also this point as well. There's a lot of acupressure, you can do a lot. And even if you had the gun, all you do is set the thing to the 9, and you can do that nail very easily. See, it's very painful there. You can do on the back of the nail, I can do the side of the nail as well. Do on both sides. So activate the pituitary gland. It's quite a good tool because if you don't, especially if you're elderly, you can't press it. If you're on the thyroid problem, just press on the thyroid point. And the last thing is to improve your lung function is if you hold your 2 fingers like this, that's your 2 legs, that's your hand, that's your hand, and that's your head. So if you turn your hand right, if that's your head, then either middle is the heart, either side is the lung. So just by pressing these points and breathing in and out, you expand your lung capacity. So usually what I do is do the same thing, just put a gun there. You open up your lung, your breathing becomes deeper, there and there, right and left of the thumb. I'll show you the diagram. I think I've got the diagram there. That will show you much better. Can you see it? The lung is either side, the dark brown side, blue side. Red bit is the heart. So that's what you're trying to press, the 2 lung
With the
point.
electric pain, how do you know you got the right point? Do you have to move it a little?
No, but if you draw, what I'm saying is, if you go middle of the thumb, that's your heart line at the bottom. Either side, the heart is the lung. That's all.
Yeah, but
you can't go wrong.
Does the electric pain change the tune?
No, but if you find the meridian, you know, but you'll see the when the set to 9. Hold on. See.
Yeah, it's
Once you find some meridian, its movement increases.
Yes, that's what I mean. When you find
and do the other
when you
side
get the right point, something happens.
If you're wrong place, nothing will happen. Very little will happen.
Right.
So you need to go.
That's what I'm getting at. Yes.
Yeah. Whenever you find some meridian, it vibrates further, it's stronger.
Yeah.
That gives you kind of guidance. See?
Yeah.
That's the right point there. See, I've got my lung point there.
But you haven't got Parkinson.
No, not yet. Might get it.
Thyroid point. Where is the thyroid point then?
No, see, this acupressure is done differently. This is for physiotherapy. If you do the way Swamiji teaches for thyroid point, that's thyroid point as well.
Yes.
So depending which acupressure you're using, there's 100 different ways of designing the acupressure. Even if your finger is a body, your ear is like a body. So depending how you work on acupressure, that's important. But this is our acupressure class, but I'm just saying one thing we'll talk about another time, otherwise it'll take too much time and we'll lose from the plot where I'm trying to complete the thing to make sure your lung is stronger and trying to get COVID-19 fight better with that kind of idea. Is that okay?
Okay, carry on.
So acupressure plays a big part in promoting health as well. Now we're going to use the mudra to expand the lung capacity. A lot of people attending my class in the morning, so they might see some of the things because I use them as a guinea pig. Sorry, that's the wrong word. I use them, practice with them to make sure it's working, and then I come back to you because you are all professionals, so I need to make sure we practice enough and do the right thing with you. Nothing negative, everything is positive. So sitting in Gyan Mudra, upside down in Chin Mudra, and to close your eyes, and in Kitchen Mudra, we do Bhastrika for 30 seconds. That helps to expand the bottom section of the lung. And relax. Next, we're still keeping the chin mudra. We foot to Kapalbhati to expand the bottom section. And relax. Remember, main access to your lung is through the nasal passage. So that had to be clear. You can hear mine when I'm breathing out, air is going right through to my lung. So you have to clean nasal, like your morning, you have a bowel movement, you brush your teeth every morning, you have to do nasal cleaning every day as well. So what I do once a week, I do the Jal Neti pot. Other day, every night I put mustard oil on my nose, just with a finger and go, and then go to bed. In the morning, when I have my brush my teeth, then I go in the sink and then sneeze, any mucus, anything comes out, and that clears my name. That's why Mike can see you breathing. It is quite clear. That's why that's the way it should be. There's no blockage in the system to promote health. The maximum air can go into your lung and it be a benefit. It's a very important part. So let's, I've lost the plot now. Come on, Prabhuji, correct me what I was before. What I was doing before? I lost my...
Supposed to do Adi Mudra, Pastrika and...
That's it. Sorry. Thank you, Chitalji. Oh God. So at least some of my teachers are quite strong on me. They keep me right. So we done the Chin Mudra. Now we do Adi Mudra. Palm of your hand, thumb in the middle, tight fist. That sends a prana to the top section of the lung and your throat. So putting there, we do the Pastrika for 30 seconds. And relax. Now still keeping the Adi Mudra, we're going to Kapalbhati for 1 minute, focusing on the top section of the lung and your airway. And relax. Take a couple of deep breaths. Next, we're going to do some exercise to expand the whole lung. Put your hands up front, then you breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Both hands there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Relax. Both hands up front. As you breathe in, when you breathe out, go right and left. and relax. Next, make a tight fist. As you go up, you breathe in, opening your palm of your hand. Turn hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, and relax. Next, we already done the Brahmari to increase the nitric oxide. Next, we're going to do a breathe in and breathe out to release anxiety. Holding a straw in your mouth, just twice the length of breathing in. That will expand the lung as well. So breathe in. Last but not the least, you breathe in and you cough loudly for 3 to 4 times. So what we'll do, we'll breathe in for, see my oxygen level, 99. That's how effective what we did so far. It's not hocus pocus. We have increased the nitric oxide in my body. That is self-dilate the blood vessel. So blood can flow freely and your blood pressure goes down automatically. And if you take a blood pressure, it will go down as well. Definitely, 100%. 110% now, with confidence, I'm telling you. Whatever you have, it will come down, further down. But it never harms you. It brings in balance. Yoga brings everything balanced. If it's high, it brings it low. If it's low, it brings it back up. Wherever your body should be. Very important.
Sravanji, do you breathe in from the mouth, in and out?
किसके लिए मतलब? कब? नहीं समझे. Sorry. No, you're breathing through your nose. Breathing through your nose and breathing out through your mouth.
Thank you. Thank you.
That helps. That itself releases anxiety. Next one is we're going to cough loudly, but really you have to breathe in deeply for 5 times, and the 6th time you breathe in and cough loudly. That's the way it should be done. I was trying to take shortcut, but shortcut doesn't work. You have to do it. So sitting in Gyan Mudra, any mudra you want, take a deep breath in Khichdi Mudra. This time you breathe in and cough loudly for 3 to 4 times. And stay down for 10 seconds. Very good for activating all the sac at the back of the lung. Also clear any plaque deposit in your artery on daily basis, prevention of heart attack and stroke. And if you have any infection, any fluid in your lung, if you have COVID-19 attacked in your body, then you sit in the dog posture and do the same exercise. Just breathe in and cough loudly for 3 to 4 times. That will help to remove the mucus from the back of the lung so you can breathe properly. And also, I always been sleeping on my stomach with the line. That's the best way to sleep. That way, your lung is always free. Even if there's any fluid, it will lie at the bottom. The sacs are lying completely free, so you can breathe in and breathe out. Very important. And the Brahmi and the nitric oxide is very good for people also who have allergy, asthma, bronchitis. It will help everybody. We were working on the lung function. I can guarantee if you do this exercise, your asthma will be nowhere near you. Remember, in UK, thousands of people die just with asthma every year. So it's quite a serious problem, but it's quite easy to solve tonight if you believe in yoga and do pranayam daily, what Swami is teaching you. It's all thanks to Swami. According to Baba Ramdev, pranayam is the best gift we can give to your body. He recommends this pranayam almost for every disease, every disorder. And he's so right. So before I was lucky. I'm 67 this year now, but I'm telling you, what Swami has given me, I'm going to definitely be living to 100, healthy, working in my garden, playing with music, playing with my Yogi Bear dog and everything else. That's the way it should be. Life should be like that. not in the hospital bed. But you have to learn to breathe properly. Do yoga daily. Yoga is like a medicine. Very important. Now you've been sitting for some time, so let's do some grinding, just to get some movement in the body. Like my one feet with socks, one without the socks. Big hand there. Let's do the opposite. And relax. Now leg apart, hand on the side. Each hand touching your toes or knee. You can listen to your body always, very important. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Next, दूध से मक्खन निकालना है. And relax. Well done. Next, we do the exercise for all the hands, any kind of problem, your hands, your carpal tunnel, tennis elbow, frozen shoulder, spondylitis, your neck, muscle, everything else. Put your hand in the front. And relax. Let me tight fist. Then put your hand there. Then make it fast again. Both hands together, hands straight, turn on clockwise. And do the reverse. Then keeping your hand there as you're breathing in. Then keeping your hand there, go sideways. Then keeping your hand there, touching front there, you go up, you breathe in. Then do the reverse. Then both hand up in there, grab your hand there like that, go up as high as you can, breathe in, and breathe out behind. Hold the triangle. And relax. Next, still keeping your finger interlocked. Put the pressure in the back of your head. Take a deep breath in. Holding your breath, you put the pressure on each other. Hold it for 10 seconds. And relax. Well done. Once more. Then with the right hand. Left hand. Then interlock your finger on the forehead. And then put your near hand, massaging your room like that. And do the opposite. And relax. Next exercise for your neck. Your chin down. Your chin should be touch the chest. As you breathe in, you go up. Look at the ceiling. Hold it for a few seconds and come down. Next, you move your head like a pendulum sideways. And relax. In the middle, you breathe in. As you breathe out, you go right or left, look behind your back. And relax. Next, take your head on the circle clockwise. Not too fast, not too slow, at your own pace. Fine gently. Do the reverse. And nice. Excellent. Take your both hand up in there. And if you have any suggestion for next week class, Saturday, what you want me to cover, I'll try to use other people as well. If you want to do pranayam, asana, a lot of you know already what to do. That's why I'm trying to give you something on top of that, more knowledge. But choice is yours. I'm here to serve you any way you want. It's not my class. I'm here for you. So whatever you want, you can send message to me or to Prabhuji or anybody else. A lot of teachers are watching here as well. Sital Bhan hai there. Swadisthan ji hai. Jo bhi chahiye humko bhej dein, so I will try to come back to you with a package. And one thing is definite, I'm a hard worker. I won't give up. Whatever you give me, I'll find answer for you. True answer. Not just hocus pocus, not just it's like a complete current what's good for you. Very important. Swamiji told me always be honest.
This 70 minutes was excellent. All of it, more than 95% can be done from a chair. This is the ideal chair session.
Tomorrow, Prabhuji, tomorrow morning class, I've told all my students, they are my teacher probably, more likely, I'm the student. Everybody just sit on the chair. I'm doing tomorrow exercise for every Sunday morning exercise will be for elderly. People sit in the chair and they can do it. So they all have to act like they are 80 years old Buddha and do the exercise sitting on the chair. That's what we'll do tomorrow morning. Every Sunday morning will be allocated to elderly care.
So 9:30 to 11.
9:30 to 11.
Oh, very good.
What is the time, sir?
Sunday morning, the class will be, everybody need to sit on the chair and do all the exercise.
9:30 to 11.
That's right.
Same,
And also,
same Zoom code, same password.
Simple. And also we're doing if you have any children, grandchildren, please get them to join. Navneeta, he probably wrote down the message of connecting the different code for her. If you're interested, contact her. She'll send you the link for yoga children. That happens tomorrow between 4 to 5 as well. It's very popular. It's like how to improve your memory power, your focus, and concentrate. Very important. Which is good for you as well. For adults as well. We are getting demented. Huh?
I think we need that as well.
Yeah, we need that. So let's do that. Stand up. Since you raise the thing, you take your right hand to close your left ear. Aapka bachpan yaad aa jayega. And right ear there. Hold it there. This balances the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere. And increase your memory power. You're pressing your earlobe. And go down, breathing in. And relax. Tomorrow, one of the exercises will be a walking, dead man's walking. You'll be sitting in the chair and you're walking exercise. That's just the leg, moving your leg up and down. You don't have to, so you don't damage your knee at all. And you're doing all the walking. You can walk for 10,000 steps automatically just by doing this. So these are the kind of things I'll do tomorrow. So hopefully, people who join in will have some fun. आप सबको बुरा बना के रखेंगे कल 1 घंटे के 1.5 घंटे के लिए. Now we go into the Kapalbhati. Very important. We have 15 minutes left, so really we have to go through. Times are limited, so we can't do too much. One very important mudra is Swadisthan mudra. Put your both hands together and thumb on top of it, like that. That's able to correct your spine. Put it there and do Kapalbhati for 30 seconds. And I'll try to stop at 5:30, and then for the next 15 minutes, you'll have from 5:30 onward, some question answers. Any question you have, you can ask, you can try to give you the answer for them, no problem. Next is, you put your hand up like that, you stretch your spine, do Kapalbhati for. And relax. Next, take your stretch your leg, take your right leg over the left leg, right leg over the left leg. Your left hand comes up like this. Right hand goes behind your back. You're twisting yourself towards the right side and doing Kapalbhati. This will exercise all the organs on the left side and the muscle themselves. And relax. Now do the opposite. Left leg over the right leg. Right hand comes up like this. And left hand goes behind your back. You're twisting yourself towards the left side. You're exercising everything on the right side. Your liver, gallbladder, and so on. And relax. Last but not least, Udan Mudra. I do that every day, Udan Mudra, to improve your thyroid gland, also improve metabolism, also activate the communication between the brain and all the organs. They have to pass through the neck. Neck is the loop. Also, this improves the lung function. What they find scientifically, Udan Mudra opens up the lung more for some reason or other, because of sinus, these are sinus points as well. Putting both fingers together, you can put them in the knee like this, or best way to put it there, touching your shoulder blade the back. As you're twisting around, you're twisting your neck as well, so you're activating your thyroid gland as well. So very good for female, for hormone imbalance as well.
કેટલાનો છે 10 પાઉન્ડ આપી દીધા ને લઈએ લીધો.
And relax. Next, that's all the Kapalabhati you do today. But the next Kapalabhati we're supposed to do in Vayu Mudra to release any gas, which prevention of joint pain, also any acidity in the stomach, which prevention of hyperthermia, palpitation, sore throat, bad breath, sinus in the problem, and migraine. And then you do the Pran Mudra, which is able to increase the prana in your body. Universal prana, which also increases to help immunity and very good for eyesight. That extra energy you gather, use that to do Apan Mudra, to detox, depots. That's get your toxin through your sweat, through the kidney function, bowel movement, breathing out, and also it gets rid of all the negative thoughts in your mind. Very good for removing any foreign object in your body. Once you've done that, next, I like to lose weight. So Surya Mudra, ring finger, base of the thumb, pressing hard like this. That also energizes your liver, increase your metabolism, increase fire in the body, and able to digest more food. Metabolism increases, also lowers your cholesterol as well. So it plays a very important part of losing weight. Very good for diabetes. And if you want to gain weight, you don't know sure, then you do the Prithvi Mudra. And last but not the least, people with low blood pressure, Ling Mudra, and people with high blood pressure, Apan Vayu Mudra and Apan Mudra together. That's all the mudra we do. And some people have a skin problem, then do the Varun Mudra, that helps. They have to do the 5, 6 anyway, then this on top of that. If somebody with a hearing problem, then you do the Sun Mudra, your middle finger, base like that. Both sides. That will improve your hearing problem. Plus this. Guarantee you'll remove it just by doing that. These two are just simple. Obviously, I'm working with the computer and also I'm using a lot of it. Before I used to have the electric pen going, I had to press it with the hand. I've damaged my nerve system itself. So now I've recovered it just by using the pen going on here. So you can see the whole nerve system shaking through. That's what I do every day for a couple of minutes. Just to energize my nerve system, to make sure my carotid vein kind of stretch goes away and the blood flow goes to the brain. And I don't have loss of memory and things like that. Prevention is better than cure. That's what we're trying to do. And then,
Show the point again.
Huh?
Show the point again.
Just your neck muscle, you do it so you can see it. Can you see the movement in my neck? Can you see the movement?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Can you see mine?
Huh?
Okay.
So that's saying all these things are important. But think once we do the one day I will do acupressure class as well. Once the trust want me to do that, then we'll talk a lot more about acupressure, how to improve your health through acupressure. Then I'll do a class on mudra as well. Mudra is a very important part. Mudra and acupressure is a simple way of improving your health. Very easy. Very, very, very effective as well. Even for high blood pressure, low blood pressure, anything at all like that. So let's now, in the pranayam, usually next is Bahya Pranayam, but I don't like to do that. If I look at my oxygen level, I showed you 99. Just by doing Bahya, I can cut it down to 80%, 88. Right away in front of you. So Bahia, that's why I don't do it elderly people. More a lot of people, my people have big elderly, they're more chance of health issue. So I don't do the Bahia because you're breathing in, you lock everything in, and you're holding your breath for long as you can. That helps depletes oxygen in your blood vessel.
Does it take 3 to 4 minutes? How long?
No, you don't do it at all. If you do it, then your blood pressure, your oxygen level goes down.
No, but when you do it, how long does it take?
Right away.
Within 2 minutes.
Yeah. When I come up, blood pressure, oxygen level go down. Just now it's gone down. See, I'm doing it just now, holding it back. It's gone to 97 already. Okay. It's going to just go down slowly. Just go down. It just takes depending on your own self. There's no timing for it. It just depends on how good you are doing it. You know.
Yeah.
So your blood oxygen level reduces in your blood. I'll do it for just now, just to prove the point.
So excuse me, Sam.
Yeah.
You recommend us not to tell people to do it then?
Yeah. That's what I've been telling you. I'm just trying to prove the point. A lot of teachers are still doing it. That's why I'm saying they shouldn't do it. That's what I'm trying to make the point.
But on the other side, when you do the third lock, root lock, that helps them for the urinary problem.
No, but you can do that. That's a good excuse. All I have to do is sit on the tennis ball and pull your back passes up and down. That's all. You can do that without any problem, breathing in and out. That will make the urine leakage finish. And also for male, exercise the prostate. Prevention of prostate problem. You don't have to do Bahia Pranayam for that. Purpose of Bahia is different. It's not to take the urine leakage, It's to prevent any energy, what you gather through Kapalbharati, not to escape through your 9 gates. That's we're closing the 9 gates to get the energy back into your body to promote health.
I say it's good for organ prolapse.
Yeah, I'm saying, but then obviously, but all I'm saying is you have to look at your own body. If you're fit, no problem. If you're not fit, I love my class I'm teaching. I don't know what kind of health issue they have. So I can't take that risk. That's where I see it.
That's what I'm not doing that on the Zoom because it's under observation.
You're 100%. I quite agree with you. That's why I don't do it at all. Even in my level 1 teaching, I don't teach Bahia at all.
Not on the Zoom.
And also, as I said to you, if you have urine leakage and your muscle is strong, all you have to do is 50 times sitting on the sofa, take a tennis ball, sit on it, and grab it with the back passes and release it. Grab it, release it. That itself will make your muscle stronger. Very important. So where we were now, back to Alum. We've not finished it. We struggle with time now. Okay.
No,
so we've done the
end part now.
Yeah. So one thing is, Ujjayi is a very important one. Ujjayi, we should all have to do it, which is you clamp your throat. We do it just once, and you do a Khichdi Mudra. You take a 3 short breath, and the long one. Then put your chin down. That helps to compress massage the thyroid gland. Then close your right nostril, come up and breathe from left to cool it down. That's the process. If you have thyroid problem, you should do that 7 times. Do that once more. And next important one is Anulom Vilom, alternative nostril breathing. It's able to dissolve, remove any blockage in the system, prevention of heart attack and stroke. So you can do in Vayu Mudra. You can do this best. I like to do in Sun Vayu Mudra, like this. A lot of people do it this way as well. Put there, like then use the pivot. Plus we can do that as well. And Gyan Mudra other hand. Whichever you feel, I do this way. And also doing Khichdi Mudra. That will make the breath deeper. The different in temperature will be bigger, so more chance of clearing any blockage. Gently take your both hand up in there. Use it a bit longer. I said to you, Ayurveda is like this. This is Swamiji, belongs to Swamiji. Whenever he comes here, he leaves something for me. My gift. This is my gift last time when he came in. You go black pepper, misri, and muleti. He knew COVID-19 was coming. That's why he left for me to make sure I chew that daily to prevent any kind of infection down the throat. And you improve your vocal cord.
What is muleti?
Muleti is a licorice tree.
Licorice.
Licorice tree ka tree hota hai. If you can't get that, you can buy in the sweet shop, just buy the licorice and just eat them, the black ones.
Is it unsweetened?
No, the sweet, slightly sweet. It tastes slightly sweet. Muleti is sweet. Licorice.
Gujarat is Jetimad.
Jetimad, that's it. Jetimad.
Justimadu.
So I'm just telling you things like that. Also, I've been taking Arogbati for last 15 years, one tablet daily. I never had a swine flu, any kind of, before I started, my dad used to give a flu injection every year. But since I met Swamiji, I never had flu, never had any kind of throat, anything at all, which contains Giloi, Neem, and Tulsi. Very important.
What tablet is that?
Arogyabati. So for COVID-19, you have to take Giloi, you have to take ashwagandha, and in mineral-wise, vitamin D3, and nitric oxide, and not K2.
How do you spell that?
Arogya means healthy. Arogya. Arogya Bati means tablet. BATI.
Can you spell that again, please?
AROGYA.
GYA. Thank you.
So let's
It's
take
a
the
mixture
class
of Tulsi, Neem, and Giloi.
There's 50% Giloi, 25% Tulsi, 25% Neem. That's what it is. I can guarantee, I know from my experience, since I've taken it, I've never had any kind of throat infection, nothing at all. It worked for me, so I'm sure it will work for you as well. But if you have a flu,
Do you take it every day?
Every day, every morning I take one tablet with my
Throughout the year?
I've been taking for the last 15 years, not just that 1 year. I must have gone through a lot of, but I get them free. I get the tablet free, that's why. It doesn't cost me a penny. No.
What about Shilajit?
Shilajit is good for people. Let me just finish. Shilajit is good for people with the
Let's
low blood
finish
pressure.
and then questions.
Good for low blood pressure and people with the lack of energy, but it's not good for people with high blood pressure.
So can you do a session on medicines one day?
Huh?
Can you do a session on the medicine one day?
I'm not an Ayurvedic doctor. You need to get an expert. But I used to sell all the Swamiji products, so I have a knowledge of everything. I can tell you, yes, but don't quote me in case, because obviously my knowledge is kind of, I'm not being an Ayurvedic doctor. My knowledge is kind of limited, but I know from my experience what is good, what is not good. If you go to Ayurvedic doctor, they write you 20 different items. I only write 2 or 3 items to promote health. And if you got constipation, the best thing is take cold milk, put lemon in it, and drink it. Within a couple of days, your constipation will go away.
Arugavati tablets.
Okay. Let's go to Brahmi Gita and Pranayam. Take the class to the finishing.
Let's
first.
finish,
Come
then questions in 2 minutes.
Okay. Let's close your earlobe. Index finger on your forehead, covering your eyes. Take a deep breath and chant like a bumblebee for 3 times. Still keeping eyes closed. We chant Om for 3 times. Take a deep breath in. Still keeping your eyes closed. We do silent, deep breathing, pranam for 30 seconds. Gently take your both hands up in there, rub them together. And come on. I think give me another 5 minutes. I want to do a raise your kundalini to the sound, to the color, to the posture, which will be very good for you. At this time, you're quietly, you have oxygenated your blood, you have more energy in your body. So let's sit in the Gyan, with your Gyan Mudra. Close your eyes. Think of a rectangle shape in front of your eyes and color that with sunflower color. Take a deep breath, focusing on Muladhara, make a sound of La, La for 10 times and finish with Lam. La, 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 La. Next is your Swadisthan, which is a half moon shape. Your left hand over right hand, thumb touching that make a half moon shape. Close your eyes, think of a dark night, half moon shining a silver lightning onto you, and take a deep breath, make a sound of Va, Va for finish with Va. Va, 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 Va. Next to your solar plexus. You put your both hands together, your index finger and your thumb create a triangle. This exercise your liver, your pancreas, and your spleen, your digestive system. Focusing on your solar plexus. Close your eyes, think a triangle in your face, in front of your eyes, color that with red color, and take a deep breath, make a sound of Ra, Ra for 10 times, finish with Ram. Ra, 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 Ra. Next is your heart. It's very good for any kind of heart issue, palpitations, missing a beat, and so on. Your left hand there, right hand under your heart. Close your eyes, think of a sky full of light gray color cloud, and focusing on heart, make a sound of Ya, Ya for 10 times and finish with Ya. Ya, 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 Ya. Next is your thyroid gland. Put your both hands there, other side of your throat. Close your eyes, think of a dark night full of stars, shining like a Christmas light, red, green, blue, purple. Take a deep breath, focusing on thyroid gland, make a sound of Ha, Ha for 10 times. Ha, 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 ha. Next is your third eye. Put your hand like that, press the third eye for a few times to activate it. Bring it down to your heart. Physically you're not, mentally you're still rubbing the third eye and focusing both eyes in front of third eye, and take a deep breath, make a sound of Om for 3 times. Last not the least, the crown check. Put your right hand over the throat, head, rub over it. Obviously, if you don't have hair, you have more benefit. So I'm one of the lucky ones. If you have hair, you have less benefit. And then put both hands together and do the ring finger right, focusing on your needle, on your crown chakra, and do the Kichi Mudra. Do like a bumblebee for 3 times. Take your both hands up in the air, rub them together. And cover it. Excellent, well done. Love. Repeat after me. May all be happy. May all be healthy. May all enjoy prosperity. May none suffer. Om Santi, Santi, Santi. Let's roll like a lion. Very good for cerebral apnea and also for thyroid gland. Ah. 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 And massage. I know, sorry it took a bit longer. Let's have some now question answer. If somebody's got any question at all, see if I can answer them. Anything obviously is relevant to today's class might be better because then you can somebody, other people might not have understood certain things. They can ask me. Okay, on you go.
Yes, can I ask Sam, please?
Yeah.
What is the name of the mudra when you touch the tip of your index and the middle finger, the tip of the thumb? What is the name of that mudra?
Pran mudra. Apan mudra.
No. That
Which
is
one? Sorry, which one? Sorry.
Index finger, and the middle finger.
Sunvayu mudra.
Middle finger.
Sun mudra.
Index finger and the middle finger being touched by the tip of the thumb.
I know the bottom one. The bottom one called Sunvayu mudra. But I don't know this one. I need to find the name for that. I don't know.
What is the benefit of this mudra then?
That hearing problem, health problem, कान का सुनाई पड़ता है, वायु निकल जाता है, joint pain.
That is Shunya mudra, this one.
I know, but that's why I don't know the name. That's why I don't know that one. That's why I need to check that again. I know the Shunya mudra. I don't know this top one. What you're asking me. Sorry, but still have the same kind of benefit. You know, it brings up and down both. When you bring it down, it reduces the hearing, prevents it. But I can check it for you and come back to you. No problem.
Index and the middle finger at the tip of the thumb.
Okay, I'll find that for you and come back to you. No problem. Thank you. Rajnikant ji?
On. Off.
Then can I ask a question?
Yeah. On you go.
Jay, yeah. You know, you mentioned Bahya Pranayam and it's not good for everybody to do it.
Yeah.
But if somebody is suffering from prolapse, it is good for them to do it?
But one thing, holding a breath is not good. That's what I'm saying to you.
Okay. Otherwise,
one
just
thing,
putting,
you can still do the exercise
up.
without holding a breath. Then it's no problem.
Right. Okay.
Again,
so if you just tighten the muscles.
I said to you, I'm not a doctor, but that's why my understanding tells me I feel blood pressure, it will affect people with high blood pressure, things like that. And also for elderly, it will harm them more than benefit, you know.
Yeah. Best thing is to advocate more exercises for that, for the prolapse. There are so many exercises one can do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I question yesterday, especially on that. Bladder prolapse.
What are the exercises?
We'll come back to you.
If you give me a chance, I will do it. There are so many exercises which you can do, and we tailor according to our, age group. Mine is all senior citizen, having lots of prolapses here, there.
But same time, Sudarshan ji, you have a lot of experience. You're doing medicine for a long time. Hey, so Sobri Khan, Khanna ji, you want to say something? On you go. Mrs. Khanna ji, you want to say something?
May I ask one question?
बोलिए हाँ पूछिए ना खन्ना जी. Yes.
I'd like to reduce the stomach. So Sarwanji, if you can please show some yoga practice or pranayam which will reduce the stomach. Especially it happens after I have the dinner for food.
After dinner you go for walk.
To reduce the stomach line.
You increase the metabolism.
Yeah, to reduce the stomach line.
And also, and intermittent
Okay.
fasting. Don't eat after 6 o'clock until next breakfast morning. So it gives the body chance to heal itself throughout the toxins
yeah,
and promote overall health.
Uh,
It's not just one thing. It's not a quick fix. I can't hear. Didn't hear you.
Do we have some yoga sana for that?
Yeah. I've done a yoga session in my Facebook before for just weight loss. It's a 10 days course. We did do that. So might do that next time as well. In the morning class, probably more likely, you know. But we
Okay,
talked about all
Rajnikant is
the-
next.
Who else is
Rajnikant.
asked? Huh?
Rajnikant.
What about Chyawanprash? If I take Chyawanprash?
John Price is good, but you have to be careful. If a diabetes, it's too much sugar in it. You have to buy one with the sugar-free one.
Yeah.
That's the only problem.
Thank
Other
you.
John Price is good, but problem is it's got a lot of sugar in it. Because I used to work in the factory, so I know how much sugar goes into it. So they really, you have to eat one without the sugar, if you can get that.
शरण जी मैं एक पूछ सकती हूँ जो
हाँ,
जब
पूछिए।
Sorry, sir. Can he any exercise for nappy?
What's that? Sorry. I didn't follow that.
दोनों बोल रहे हैं तभी होते हैं, हमें बोल रही थी आप दूसरा बोल रहे। मैं आपसे मेरे को पूछना है शरण जी कि मेरी कान में बजी नॉइज बहुत आती है।
ये कान बंद करके घंटी बजाइए। कान बंद करके।
हाँ जी।
कान बंद करके ऐसे पीछे तब इंडेक्स फिंगर मिडिल फिंगर घंटी बजाना है, तबला बजाना है।
अच्छा, ओ टैपिंग करना है।
उससे ड्रमिंग आवाज होगा ना, तो उससे आपका कान का ठीक हो जाएगा।
अच्छा।
Thank you. Also blowing out to your mouth, like a flight में भी जो कान दर्द होता है खत्म हो जाएगा। Plus also you can blow like that. That will help as well. And also you can open your mouth and that will activate the sinus, you know, the nerve system in your ear. All these things are simple things. Yes, Jessie.
Thank you.
Jessie,
I found the name of that mudra. It's called Kubera mudra.
Kubera mudra, okay. उसमें पैसा बहुत आता है कुबेर मुद्रा से.
So it does that. Yeah, it's used for creating wealth and reaching your goals.
That's right. अच्छा, सुदर्शन जी को पैसा चाहिए हो रहा, समझ में आ गया.
So like this one, the one. So it's a good mudra.
श्रवण जी मैं पूर्णिमा आपने जो बोला ना एंजाइटी वाला ब्रीदिंग टेक्निक, वो मुंह खोल के करना है, सांस अंदर लेना और बाहर निकालना, मुंह से बाहर निकालना,
नाक से सांस लेना है, मुंह से छोड़ना है.
Twice as length. अच्छा.
That's it, twice the length of breathing in. So that will release his anxiety. जब भी होता है, tapping is there. Tapping के इंडिया में कोई मरता है तो हम छाती ठोकते ना हैं. This is your thymus gland. Which able to release your anxiety.
Yes, समझ आ गई यहाँ. मैंने सोचा, मैंने ऐसा सुना कि
आयुर्वेदा में ये सब करते हैं, हम लोग कर रहे हैं, क्यों करते हैं we don't know. That's छाती ठोकते हैं. अरे राम क्या हो गया, हमको ऐसे क्यों हो गया, भगवान को सोचते हैं, 10 आदमी सोचते हैं.
नहीं, वो मैंने ऐसा सोचा कि मुंह से श्वास लेना और मुंह से निकालना, इसीलिए मैं मेक श्योर कर रही थी.
नाक से लेना चाहिए, नाक से लेना चाहिए.
थैंक यू.
ठाकुर भाई बहुत चुपचाप बैठे हैं, क्या बात है ठाकुर जी, थक गए, लंबा दिन हो गया. आज हमारा तीसरा क्लास है ये. दिस इज माय थर्ड क्लास टुडे. हम लाइक करते हैं.
नहीं, एंजॉय करते हैं, हमारा आपका क्लास बहुत अच्छा है.
थैंक यू. मानी जी देयर एज वेल. दिस इज she's got the rainbow t-shirt on of multicolor. That's a health service, supporting the health service, you know. Excellent. अब आपका म्यूट किया हुआ है, आपका बंद किया हुआ है, आपका can't hear you.
You're talking about nitric oxide, so you're saving lives. So support you. Putting this on.
And also you're child nurse. Remember you're telling about nitric oxide given to children. Could you tell us something about it?
No, we give it to the babies sometimes, but they can't get rid of their carbon dioxide. So you just have to expand the lungs.
That's it. So really, medically we use that all the time anyway. But now we find it will help with the COVID-19 as well to promote.
That's health. Right. Yeah, we have to give it with the oxygen. You know.
Yeah, that's excellent.
And majority of the time it works. Yeah, it works.
Excellent.
Definitely.
Sir, any exercise for nappy, please?
क्या हुआ? Sorry, नाभि.
नाभि गिर जाती है कभी क्या
हाँ,
कभी
नाभि
क्या
गिरने के लिए तो best way है. And you can put a candle on your belly button, cover that with a glass. When the light goes off, it creates a vacuum and stomach gets sucked into the glass. That itself will bring the navi back in line. जिसका बार-बार गिरता है, daddy used to do tie a string on your toes.
Okay.
रस्कला रस्सी बांधते थे.
You can do this every morning.
Huh?
Every morning you can do this. That's what is in
No,
the
you don't
book.
need to do it. Once you do it, it should be okay. But जिसका बार-बार गिरता है, then you tie a string, black string on your toes. And also do this exercise. This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Five tennis.
ये बार-बार गिर जाता है, बड़ी प्रॉब्लम होती है.
I know. इससे constipation हो सकता है, high blood pressure हो सकता है. Different. It's like because your navi, that's where you're connected with the nerve system. Every nerve system is there. वहाँ पर तिल भी लगा ले सकते हैं.
बैलेंस खराब होता है, बैक में पेन बहुत प्रॉब्लम होती है इसमें.
हाँ, नहीं तो बेस्ट है लेट के है ना, एगो तो पैर को दवाया तोड़ते वैसे करना है पैर से.
Okay.
है ना, लेट कम पैर से नहीं चला. ऐसे झटका मारना पैर का.
Do 5 kicks. Kick 5.
Kick करने से.
Thank you sir so much. Thank you so much.
हम लोग स्टेज में करते हैं, जब लाइव करते हैं तो bring somebody with navi tie and put the candle and put the glass on it, लोटा या ग्लास डाल के कैंडल बुझता है तो you can see उनका जो नाभि का हार्ट लाइन होता है ना, हार्ट लाइन doesn't match. The fourth line goes out of line. This brings everything back in line.
हाँ जी.
जिनका नाभि गिरता ना, if you put the toe is like this.
Yes.
When you bring the navi back, it brings back to level.
Can we run out of nitric oxide if we do too much of this exercise?
No. It's always produced automatically. It creates the way the blood flows, it produces itself automatically. But you still have to eat certain food to produce nitric oxide more. That's why I talked about the chocolate, green vegetables, beetroot. Beetroot is one of the best forms. And anar ka juice. Anar is very nice for nitric oxide. But doing the humming sound, you produce yourself nitric oxide. And plus, also you release it from your blood vessel. Mohan bhai nahi aaya. So thank you very much. Any other question? Then we can call
Thank you,
it a day.
everybody. The classes are every day, 9:30 to 11 a.m. Same Zoom code, same password. You can attend and leave at any time.
Thank you for all the support from all the teachers, Sital ji, and attending the class, giving me a lot of confidence. And Sunil waving hand there.
Sarvanji,
Yes.
do you have this on recording? Because I missed a very informative class.
I've recorded just now. So hopefully, but it took me a long time. What I'm trying to put on YouTube, hopefully. And then go on YouTube or Facebook tomorrow. It'll take 12 hours something. Usually I put that to, it needs to go into normal video. It takes time, quite a while. I'll put that tomorrow. Tomorrow you'll have in Facebook or also in YouTube as well, the link. I'll send you the link directly. No problem.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sarvanji.
Om, thank you.
Take
care, everybody.
Very much. Thank you.
Have a lovely weekend. Tomorrow is Sunday, so still enjoy. Today is Sunday. No, tomorrow is Sunday. Sorry, I lose track of the day. Tomorrow I've got 3 classes as well. Take care. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Om.
Bye, Prabhuji. Bye.